Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Draymond Green's two-word description of Jimmy Butler says it all. Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green perfectly summed up the impact of Jimmy Butler's addition using just 2 words. He's a franchise changer, Green said of Butler. He's done that everywhere he's gone, and he is helping revitalize what we got here. The belief amongst this team, now that he's arrived, as opposed to what it was before he got here, it's night and day. As promised, Butler has dramatically improved the Warriors' trajectory this season. They have won 3 of their first 4 games with Butler, including a 105-98 win over their conference rival Houston Rockets, who are currently number 4, on Thursday, February 13th, to improve to 28-27 and jumped into a tie for the 9th seed. Before Butler arrived, the Warriors were out of the play-in picture in the West with a 25-26 record. They had a predictable offense that has only generated 111.5 points per game and a stale defense that has allowed opponents to score an average of 111.9 points. During this 3-1 run with Butler in the fold, the Warriors are averaging 117.3 points and only allowing 107.8 per game, a plus 9.5 point differential. They have the 4th best defensive rating, 106.7, since Butler's arrival. Green is no longer surprised. Butler has had this effect in his past stops in Minnesota, Philadelphia, and Miami. Butler has been a two-way force for the Warriors. He's adding a new dimension to their offense that has become predictable, with only Stephen Curry carrying the brunt of the load. Now, Curry has Butler to share that big responsibility. They have been playing off each other. He dominates the paint, he usually makes the right play, he draws a crowd and a great passer, Curry said of Butler. Butler rued his shortcomings in the Warriors' 111-107 loss to the shorthanded Dallas Mavericks on Wednesday, February 12, that blemished his record as a Warrior. "We should be 4-0, Butler told reporters after beating the Rockets. "I am not going to lie to you. I have been sick to my stomach because of it since I got here. But we are going to figure it out. We are going to go streaking." Curry and the Warriors were hoping to get a motivated Butler when they gambled on trading for him despite his messy exit in Miami. The early returns have been promising as Butler, signed to a 2-year, $112 million extension, is disgruntled no more. Butler is averaging 21.3 points on 44.6% shooting with 7.0 rebounds and 5.3 assists through his first 4 games with the Warriors. Curry believes that the best of Butler has yet to come. "We're always just trying to continue to build chemistry, understand what he does well," Curry told NBC Sports Bay Area after they beat the Rockets. "You can't really rush him, and like the crazy thing is he's still a little rusty. He would even tell you that. He's trying to get back in game shape after he didn't play consistently early in the season. So for him to get his legs underneath him and for us to understand what he does well, he dominates the paint, he usually makes the right play, he draws a crowd and a great passer, so if the game slows down, it's another option to run our offense through to try to create good shots and not be so one-dimensional like we were." Warriors announce historic Steph Curry news during NBA All-Star Game. After leading a LeBron James-less Shaq OG side to the championship at the NBA All-Star Game on Sunday, Golden State Warriors superstar Steph Curry was awarded the ASG MVP title for the 2nd time in his career. Curry registered 8 points on 3 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds, an assist, a steal and 2 triples in Team Shaq's 42-35 win over Team Candace in the semifinal. The former back-to-back NBA MVP kept his foot on the gas in the championship game, finishing with 12 points on 4 of 8 shooting, all 3-point attempts, 4 rebounds, an assist and 2 steals. Thanks to Curry's heroics, Shaq's OGs came home with the title after defeating Team Chuck in the final, 41-25, in front of the Warriors stars' home fans at Chase Center. Apart from becoming part of a select few who have won the All-Star Game MVP title twice, Curry also made history on Sunday night. The Warriors made the historic announcement during the game. Steven is now the 10th player in NBA history to surpass 200 career #NBA All-Star Game points, the Warriors posted on X. All-Star Games feature the best of the best in the NBA, so for Curry to become just the 10th player in history to score at least 200 points in the spectacle says a lot. LeBron James, who was a late scratch for Sunday's festivities due to injury, still holds the record for the most points in the All-Star Game with 434. Nikola Jokic cracks joke on Jimmy Butler joining Warriors. The Golden State Warriors have looked significantly improved since adding Jimmy Butler to their rotation. The veteran forward joined the franchise at the February 6 trade deadline. He had previously handed in a trade request to the Miami Heat. Butler provides a new dimension for Golden State's roster. His wing defense, rim pressure, and indomitable will to win are all legitimate factors that will improve Steve Kerr's team. During an All-Star Game news conference, three-time MVP Nikola Jokic was asked to share his thoughts on Butler's addition to the Warriors. "If they need my opinion on Jimmy Butler and how he's going to fit, then they're in trouble," Jokic joked. Winner. He's been to the finals a couple of times. Still has the hunger in him to win it. Especially to give them a different version of the Warriors. Definitely a great player who can help them. Golden State will undoubtedly be hoping the addition of Butler can help lead the franchise to another championship. Butler now has arguably the strongest supporting cast of his career. Stephen Curry's floor spacing should help unlock additional driving lanes and shooting opportunities for Butler, too. On paper, the fit makes total sense. During a live telecast at the 2025 All-Star Game, Draymond Green boldly claimed the Warriors were going to win the 2025 NBA championship. "I think we were kinda heading in the wrong direction," Green said. "Thinking we would figure it out, and never figuring it out throughout the course of this year. And since he's been here, we've walked into every game thinking and believing that we're going to win that game. He's brought back that belief. And I think we're going to win the championship." I lied. We are going to win the championship. Golden State currently sits 10th in the Western Conference. They're 3.5 games behind the LA Clippers, who hold the 6th seed, which provides direct access into the playoffs. As such, the Warriors will likely be looking to make up lost ground once the season gets back underway. During a recent interview with Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard, Curry admitted that he wants to remain competitive during the final years of his career. The veteran sharpshooter pointed toward Kobe Bryant and his struggles with the Los Angeles Lakers in his final years, as an example of how he doesn't want things to be. "I've seen different scenarios," Curry told Kawakami. "Like everybody talks about Kobe Bryant and his last years. From my vantage point, I'm comparing it to guys that only played for one franchise. Dirk, Nowitzki, Tim, Duncan, Kobe, from our era. You don't want to be in a situation the Lakers were in those last 3 years, with Bryant. I know he came off the Achilles injury, but it was, like, they were a lottery team, and it was more just how many points can Kobe score down the stretch of his career. I don't want to be in that scenario." By adding Butler to the roster, Golden State has committed itself to being a contending roster. Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski will ensure there's enough young talent to keep a developmental timeline open. However, it's clear now that the Warriors want to win another championship. The fan base will now be hoping Butler's addition was the missing piece and a deep postseason run isn't too far away. And you, fan? What do you think of Nikola Jokic's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.